I've been saying this since the trial. Sean Combs was not going to sit in that cell for the full stretch. Not because he's innocent, because money talks. And Diddy's got a lot of it left. Let me say something first though. I'm not happy about this. Men like him should be doing real time, and I think he's a sick individual. What came out in that trial turned my stomach, but being disgusted by a man and thinking he was charged correctly are two different things. And I never thought the racketeering charge would hold up. So let's get into what's actually happening, not what the blogs are guessing at. This week, multiple outlets, CBS News, Forbes, TMZ, all reporting the same thing. Trump is privately weighing a pardon for Combs. Not confirmed, not on the official list, but sitting in the room, right next to a batch of Clean Air Act pardons he actually signed off on Friday. Funny how that works. Mechanics get pardoned for tampering with emissions equipment. Diddy's sitting in the same pile of paperwork. Here's the timeline. Quick version. October last year, Trump tells reporters Combs asked him for a pardon through a letter. January, he tells the New York Times the same thing and says he's not considering it. Then this month, sources tell CBS the conversation never actually stopped. That's the pattern with Trump and pardons. Say no in public, keep the door cracked in private. Now here's the part I want people to actually understand. Combs was convicted on 2 counts. Transportation to engage in prostitution. 4 years, give or take. He was acquitted on racketeering and sex trafficking, the charges that made this a national story. And I knew that RICO charge was never going to stick. Prosecutors were stretching a law built for organized crime syndicates to cover a man paying for company across state lines. Technically, that crosses a legal wire. I understand why they charged it, but asking a jury to look at that and call it racketeering is asking them to see something that isn't really there. What he did, at its core, was pay for the box from out of state. That happens constantly with men who have money. It's a pattern as old as money itself. Calling that a criminal enterprise on the scale of a RICO case is a stretch, and I think most reasonable people watching that trial felt the same stretch I did. So why would Trump even consider a pardon? Combs used to run in his circles. New York money, New York real estate, before politics split everybody up. Trump said he liked the guy, said Combs got hostile once the campaign started. That grudge is sitting underneath all of this. Combs' side isn't waiting quietly either. His lawyers reached out to the administration directly. Confirmed contact, not a rumor. Meanwhile, the official pardons team isn't putting Combs on their list. Sources say that flat out. If this happens, Trump's going around his own people. My take, I think he walks. Maybe not this batch, but before that sentence runs out in 2028, I think he gets a pardon or a commutation. Not because he deserves mercy, because rich men in this country don't do the same time regular men do. And Combs has spent 30 years building relationships with people who write pardons. Facts over feelings. The facts say the conversation is happening. His legal team is lobbying. Trump has personal history with him and a track record of pardoning people close to him. Put that together and tell me how you think this ends. Drop your prediction below. I already told you mine.